pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her.
and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep them blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fall in love with the fettuccine, they both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off for rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
What you think would it say?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. Now this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now a give running right. Nwangu. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. This pass caught by Hamlin. A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Dobbins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stop. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Everyone knew David Ojabo was a first-round talent who had been injured in the run-up to the draft and would miss most, if not all, of his rookie season. Baltimore saw a brief flash with a sack and a forced fumble in the final week. Excited to see him across a full season now.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On 2.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run the counter with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Bengals 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I'm 1, ready?
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
I'm 1, ready?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11. 11 Thomas.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
They'll run with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another run now for Nwangu. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Jackson on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson now. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Burrow. Smith catches left side. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Burrow will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They better be careful just getting it back to the 1-yard line. This defense, they're smelling safety right now.
And this isn't all about the offensive line. This is about everyone understanding you're trying to get away from your own goal line. And those guys on the other side of the ball, they're going to actually call it and try and get upfield and try and get a safety. They've got to be extremely careful.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
1-1, ready?
And Burrow going to change the play.
Stop.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Short throw to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of of scrimmage and no more. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman
likely going through their final
Sports
adjustments for the second half.
Coach.
One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
They're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Short throw to Smith. There's some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
11 Thomas. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Gun.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
12.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 33 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On second down, here's Nwangu. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, Nwangu knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Bolden on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Boyd, someone who seems like he's been underrated his entire 7-year career, and I think that assessment is correct. Quietly gathered almost 800 yards last season and was a big part of their ranking in the top 5 in the NFL when throwing the football. Always dependable, always available to move the chains.
Here we go. 11.
Left side, Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play.
Here we go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gun.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive to what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And all the way to the sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cook is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Well, they ain't stopped them for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Off to the races. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Gun.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
11 MT.
Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. That is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Into the hands of Beckham.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Throwing, Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Stop.
Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.